Members, voting stations in wards 1, 2, 3 and 5 in the Mkhambathini Municipality were locked with padlocks. However, other areas in the Umgungundlovu district managed to operate, capturing special votes. SABC News reporter Mondli Radebe and video journalist Nhlanhla Faso are at Camperdown to assess the situation. We cross to them right now. A very good morning to you, Mondli. Thank you so much for joining us and a warm welcome to Morning Live. Just take us through what's happening where you are.
Good morning, Simpiwe. We are in Mkhambathini, just outside Camperdown here in KwaZulu-Natal, where 8 voting stations have not been open even today, because yesterday there was that disruption and they were padlocked and notes were left outside the gates showing that the community of this area saying that they want this voting station not being opened. The problem that spiked all this, it seems as if the community or residents of this area, they demand that their Inkosi must be reinstated because he was moved from his seat and the seat was given to other person. So for now, we'll have to speak to the family members just to try and find out more on that. But I'll just ask Nhlanhla Faso just to show you that this is one of the voting station that has been locked by the padlocks that does not belong to the owners of this facility. But as we are still here, the house there is the house that belongs to the Inkosi of this area, Inkosi Sikosipi Mdluli, the one that community wants him back to the Inkosi seat because they believe that there was something that was done wrong in 2016, because we were told that Inkosi Sikosipi was installed in 1999 as Inkosi of this Nyavu community here in Mkhambathini. But today, when we do visit this area, there were no police officers that we managed to see on the roads patrolling, because since yesterday this thing has been known, and also the community in this area, they've are called to be in one of the meeting that will address the issue of this Inkosi, and they don't want to speak to us as so far in relation to the community members, because Amabutho of this area, they just went to the stadium where they will be meeting. So we'll go there and meet with Amabutho and try and find out from them how are they feeling in relation to not voting today, and specifically to try and find out why are they now trying to raise this issue of the Inkosi must be reinstated during the local government elections, because we understand that it seems as if this problem has been with them for a long time.
Lord, it's so disheartening seeing the padlocks just hanging on the voting station gates there, because essentially, the residents and community members there will be denied of their democratic and constitutional right to vote. So what's the IEC saying about this? Any recourse for the community members and voters?
We did speak to the IEC yesterday in relation to this, because police officers were driving around removing the padlocks in some of the voting stations around this area and removing the notes that were left on the gates. But this morning also we did find out new padlocks have been put on the gates, and I will show you that a padlock, because you see that it's a new padlock and a chain. So no one will be allowed to enter a voting station. And also the residents, some of them, they are fearful that this might spark a violence if voting stations are opened, because these notes stated clear, roughly, if I can just roughly translate for you, they say, if you open the voting station, you will see. So that message, it gives you a very a straight message that you must not open the voting station. Otherwise, if you open the voting station, something will happen to you. They also are threatening the staff of the IEC, because the staff from the IEC, they were here in voting stations, but they were not allowed to enter the voting station, and they ended up going back.
You know, it's quite ironic, Mondli Radebe, the fact that Police Minister, as I'm speaking to you, Minister Pegicele, is now at some of the, some of the voting stations and deploying the armed forces. They're deploying some police officers at some of these voting stations to ensure that the voting exercise is seamless. It's very, very ironic that in some instances, like where you are, the people there, whosoever is responsible for it, are busy locking up the voting station. So by the look of things and by your understanding, will this situation continue to be like this? Will people still be denied their right to vote?
Simpua, it's very sad in the area that the IEC staff could not even do the home visits because they also fear that while they were going to those areas or to those homes to try and make the registered voters to vote, they might be attacked, because that's the other reason that they're saying that if they are not allowed to work freely in the area, because most of them, they are also residents of these wards in this Mkhambathini local municipality. And the other issue, the National Police Minister, Ubaba Pegicele, during the week, he announced that Umgungundlovu, or Plesisle police station specifically, the area is one of the hotspots around the province of KwaZulu-Natal. But I think they did not see that this part of the province will also have this kind of a problem because of the community demanding that they want the installation of their inkosi. Also that it's also removing the right from other community members who want to exercise their rights to vote in these wards around the Mkhambathini local municipality, to exercise those rights. And it's quite a very problematic thing in this area, because now no one knows where to go. They also say they are not sure if the IEC will be able to open the doors on Monday.
All right, Mondli, we're going to have to leave it there for now. Thank you so much for your update. We'll certainly try to get a word from the IEC and as well as the South African Police Service, so just to ensure that people are able to be given their their right to vote. Mondli Radebe is coming to us from Camperdown in Mkhambathini Municipality to assess the situation. As we've seen there, some community members have decided to lock out the voting stations.